Lille increase their lead at the top of the Ligue 1 Uber Eats to 3 points after they won the North of France derby 3-0 against Lens. A first goal which came via a penalty. Jonathan Bamba fouled in the box and it was converted by Turkish veteran Burak Yilmaz. Lille continue to set a frenetic pace at the top of the standings, which Paris Saint-Germain failed to keep up with. Burak Yilmaz with a second fantastic goal. Superb strike, his 15th of the season. Only Cristiano Ronaldo has scored more goals at 35 years or more. Jonathan David wrapping up the evening with a third, and 3 points in the bag for Lille. Well, Paris Saint-Germain dropped points in the race for the title. It was an uneasy night for Mauricio Pochettino and his team. They were awarded a dubious penalty for that foul. Stud showing on Levin Kurzawa. Up-stepped Neymar, who converted the spot kick, even though Alfred Gomis almost saved it with Kylian Mbappe missing. The Parisians were lacking attacking intent, and it was Guirassy for Rennes who pulled home the equaliser. 1-1 the final score. Paris chasing Lille, and Rennes also in the hunt for European football. Behind the top two, Monaco took a big step towards securing Champions League football next season. The Principality side won the game 1-0 thanks to a first Ligue 1 Uber Eats goal by Elliot Matazo, the Belgian, scoring in the 20th minute after a superb pass by Wissam Ben Yedder. Monaco a third, with Lyon breathing down their necks, but they do have 1 point advantage over OL. It was Rudy Garcia's 400th appearance in the Ligue 1 Uber Eats as a manager, and his players were kind enough to mark the occasion with a victory. First, Oussem Aouar scored a really impressive goal. That one all about the touch, the control, brings it down so calm and composed. Brilliant by Aouar. Breathtaking in the second half. OL added a second against Lorient. Lucas Paqueta heading in after Carl Toko Cambi had done all the hard work. A penalty conceded for that foul on Bruno. And the Brazilian stepped up himself to convert the spot kick. 3 and then 4. Once again, Bruno Guimaraes involved. It's all about that flick by Slimani. A superb goal. But even though Lorient lost, it was Thomas Monconduit who stole the headlines with an absolutely fantastic goal, beating Anthony Lopez from range. Brilliant strike. Too little, too late, however, for the visitors. The final score in that one, 4-1 to Lyon. Marseille, unbeaten in their last 5, needed a victory to go above Lens in the race for European football, but a mistake by Bellerdi at the back saw Nordin sneak in at the far post and guide the ball past Steve Mandanda. A defensive mistake in a match where Jorge Sampaoli's players pressed and dominated. Dario Benedetto had a brilliant chance to make it 1-1, but in the end, a defeat for Marseille, their 10th defeat of the season. SAINT-ÉTIENNE and Claude Puel continue their revival in the French top flight. Strasbourg needing points to guarantee survival, and Montpellier now firmly in the top half of the table. Gaëtan Laborde scored the opening goal of the match, an 18th headed goal of the season for Montpellier, the best at heading goals in Europe. Andy Delors then made it 2. Delors and Laborde, one of the deadliest duos in Europe. It's now the 5th game this season where they've both scored in the same match. Gaëtan Laborde stole the headlines with this phenomenal goal. 3-0 up. The game seemed done and dusted for the visitors. But Strasbourg, through Ludovic Ajorc, who scored his 14th goal of the season, pulled one back. And then Dohi, at the end of the match, killed in a fantastic goal of his own, but the revival and the comeback a little too late for Strasbourg, who remain in the danger zone. Brest travelled to Nice, and the visitors started the game emphatically. Benin's Steve Mounier heading in after just 4 minutes. A really fantastic diving header, a striker's goal, a poacher's goal. That was cancelled out by Ronnie Lopez, who tucked in Claude Maurice's pass. Claude Maurice, who would be absolutely unstoppable on the day, even though Steve Mounier then added a second goal, Ronaldo-esque, as he rose above everyone else to head in. The hang time particularly impressive. But Claude Maurice showed his pace and vision to pick out a man. Budaoui scoring the equaliser after the Aiglon had gone down to 10 men. Pierre Melu receiving a red card. And then right at the end of the match, Claude Maurice. What an individual effort to pick out Hassan Kamara at the back post and to give Nice an unlikely victory, 3-2. Nîmes needed to win. Pascal Planck making 5 changes to his team, calling on his players to become warriors. And that is exactly what the Crocos did as they beat Metz away from home. Brilliant performance by them. Farid fouled by Ukidja and a penalty awarded. Converted by Renaud Ripard, 2-0. And then Farid added a third. Nîmes, who climbed to within 3 points of safety at the bottom of the standings. Farid, the best passer of the club, this time the goal scorer with a superb strike. Angers took on the already relegated Dijon at the Stade Raymond Kopa, and Fulgini scored the opening goal of the match after Sachonin Alagbe had come out in no man's land. The goalkeeper guilty of a huge mistake at the start of the second half. El MELALI trying to put the cross in, but Alagbe coming out and making a massive mistake. You'll see it on the replay. Anticipates, but gets it horribly wrong. Loïs DIONY scored the third goal of the game for Stéphane Mouna's side. 3-0 the final score. Angers 12th on 44 points. Bordeaux's free fall in the Ligue 1 Uber Eats continues with another very disappointing performance, this time against Nantes. Nantes threatened with relegation, got the job done against the Girondins. Koulibaly with the opening goal. A really powerful header. Colomwani joins Kylian Mbappe as the player to provoke the most penalties this season, 4. That was converted by Loser. 2-0 in the 51st minute for Nantes. The home side adding a third. Colomwani this time getting on the end of Moses Simon's brilliant work and an emphatic finish to boost. Nantes boost their chances of survival. They're now 1 point from safety. Taking a look at all the results in week 36, a really important win for Lille, who beat Lens in the north of France at derby. Saint-Étienne with a big victory against Marseille. Nice come back from behind to beat Brest, and Paris only draw to Rennes at the top of the standings. Lille have a 3-point cushion over Paris Saint-Germain. They're followed by Monaco, who are just 2 points behind the defending champions. Lyon a point further behind Monaco. At the bottom of the standings, it's all very close. Dijon already relegated, but only 5 points separate Brest in 14th and Nîmes in 19th. A real scrap to the end of the season. Looking ahead at week 37, Bordeaux host Lens, Lille entertain Saint-Étienne, Monaco host Rennes, Paris Saint-Germain will have Reims at the Parc des Princes.